this panel with like-minded people. I'm like, yeah, y'all are low vibrational. I'm out.
Yeah. I just say everybody different, man. I try my best to try to, and I don't even use those terms. Like literally, I am growing more empathy or I would say compassion for people, man. Even though people be doing me wrong and talking crazy and all that stuff, I still feel sad for them, man. I literally like in the process of understanding myself and all the healing I did or whatever, it's just I do be just feeling bad that people just can't find it, because people, I think they is searching, you know. People are even when they go to rooms like safe spaces and you know I need to validate this or whatever. I understand they just searching. They really searching, and they don't like the pain they going through, and they don't want to take the real route. Or they probably don't know the route. But I do feel bad for them, because it's like, dang, if I could say a couple words and you just yelling your brains out, like, dang, I can imagine how this is affecting your real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a person that you don't even know, so I can imagine the people you do know and how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I do feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for them.
That's the spirit of God, though. That's the spirit of God on you.
Hey, Kev.
That's the extending the grace. That's the extending the grace.
You've tapped into a unique type of presence when you're hosting. It's almost the same type of methodology that you see with like the Joe Rogan podcast, in the sense that Joe Rogan isn't necessarily a genius, but he's not a complete layman in everything. But he's willing. He asks good questions and gets people to answer those questions from their perspective. He's really good at listening and getting people to talk about topics. Mm-hmm. And you've tapped into a very similar type of energy in the way that he does. Maybe not to his scale, obviously. Mm-hmm. I think that's why your room is successful in the way it is because you're willing to say, this is what I know, and I'm willing to learn more. What can you bring to the table? That's at least the vibe I get from you. Yeah. And there's people who get really offended by that because they themselves have a hard time questioning their own ideas of what is correct and what isn't. And when people have a difficulty doing that and they see you doing it so easily, it's very easy to hate on that. You know, because we generally hate what we see in other people that we lack in ourselves. And so, you know, you provide a very unique space of providing your own thoughts, your own knowledge, but you're also willing to debate and argue and learn. And I think that's very similar to like if you watch Joe Rogan, how he navigates. You know, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room still to run the room and keep the questions, the dialogue going. You're really good at it. So that's my observation.
You got me want to watch him now. I mean, I seen Joe Rogan, but I ain't never really watched this part. Now you got me about to watch him though. I like that because I like hearing different things though from different podcasts. I like podcasts. I ain't gonna even lie, I do like them. I'm gonna start leaving but look, I'm actually be a fresh and fit head though. I ain't gonna even lie though. But then the more I hear them now that I healed a little bit more, them dudes sound hurt. They sound so freaking hurt, dog. I'm like, dang. And they making it. And I don't know if I'm wrong for this, but I'll be waiting for people to kind of cause there was some deep stuff I just disagree with them on. And I'd be waiting for people to tear them down like, dog, y'all sound selfish, and y'all sound like y'all kids though a little bit. Like they be on point. I'm not gonna lie, they be on point on certain things, but they too competitive. They be trying to compete with women, and we gotta catch up. I need the candy store analogy, and you used to have your value, so now I got mine, and I'm gonna get to do what I want and all this stuff. I'm like, dang, like y'all just sound like y'all don't even sound like real leaders or how y'all saying it though. But that's why I always wanted to be on they podcast for the stuff I didn't understand.
Anybody on the panel disagrees with that observation of how Kev his energy is? I'd love to hear it because I've been on his page for a long time, and this dude will entertain people who are literally the polar opposite of his perspective, and he does it with decorum. And he's you're I've seen it, dude. Like I've seen you give people space, and if someone's got to disagree, I'd like to argue it out with them.
He said I'll fight. He said I'll fight.
I'm not that person. I ain't you. So, but that's just my feelings, and I feel like I'm correct.
So I was cutting Kevin off, being rude, cutting Kevin off to actually give him even more flowers, right? Because like my first week or so on this app, I kind of found Kev's page on my For You, and like the inspiration that I got to watch someone with clearly a lot of knowledge. So I actually saw Kev first in a live, and I followed him from a live. He was in somebody else's live, and I saw a man that was navigating people that were clearly his intellectual, to say inferiors, I guess would be hate speech, but I'm gonna just say what it is because I don't really care, right?
Intellectual subordinate.
Yeah, so they like he was navigating people that clearly could not tie his mental shoes, but the way he handled it made me want to follow him. Like the crazy thing is the prompt that you had, if you would have kept it up, it probably would have incited comma type numbers. But you chose to go a route of teaching people why that was eventually going to be destructive, right? And you inspired me to, I am like dude in the top box in front of me. See, I'm that argumentative dude. Like, I'm built for this. Like, we can go rounds, and I know how to make you feel a certain way with your own words, right? I'm not as gifted as you as being nice about it all the time, right? So because I'm a salesman, so I want to get the win. To me, it's a win thing, right? So but you taught me how to be more respectful, and I just wanted to give you your flowers and tell you that you have inspired me to take this more seriously, and as a result of that, I have grown in ways that I didn't think would have been possible. But I really want to say you inspired all of that, so thank you.
Oh, yeah, appreciate you. Dang, what's going on today, man? I'm over here where did this come from, y'all? I'm a thug, y'all. Y'all about to make me turn into a butter pillow over here, man. What the heck going on? I appreciate y'all, man. I needed to hear that. I guess I needed to hear that, man.
A lot of the echo chambers, man. But yeah, man. I mean, what they said about you is right, brother.
Yeah, and you remember the other thing though. You remember? I appreciate all y'all for the show though, but it like literally this it was taking time. And like I said, I told myself that I just want to you got to lead by example, right? What it looked like me speaking on emotional intelligence or controlling your emotions and then snapping the next minute, that make me look bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the heck? We're supposed to follow a guy like you or something like that? Because I realized that is one of the things that we all have to figure out. You know what I'm saying? We got an ego and pride issue. That's one of our main things. We scared of accountability. That entitlement mentality is other thing. Them are the four things y'all gonna always keep hearing me talk about in here. And emotional control, right? So I think those are the four things, the reason why a lot of us just can't connect, man, because all of us be having points, all of us think different and stuff, but it's just like we gotta build understanding that we ain't gonna understand each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people gonna do what they want to do, right? It's up to me how I act. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one, even like if people that believe in God, like God ain't gonna be like, nah, you right. Susie made you do that and all that stuff. You was, I'm gonna give you a pat. They don't work like that. He only worry about how you reacted and how you will try to avoid it or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just all around. That's what I had to learn, because it was so hard. That accountability was real. When I wanted to be positive and a motivator, that junk got real on me. I'm like, dang, this is what it is. I really gotta eat this up. Why my stomach hurt? It was so much stuff. I wanted to snap. I ain't gonna lie though. But I had to build a habit out of that, right? Because all of us can do it. We can. That's why even with my friends that be in here, the people that I be seeing, and sometimes I be allowing some things in here too, just to see how they gonna handle it. Because there's some unhinged people in here, man. And they be doing it, but I be like, all right, I know that they're unhinged, but I know that you're better than them. But my thing is, don't let them take you out your character. And that's my thing, because I see it in a lot of people. The simple fact that we can all listen to one another, I know they got it in them. We always talk about things like, well, I'm not that strong enough. I'm not that. Well, at the moment, you're not, right? We can always get stronger. We just got to talk to ourselves and let it be known. Use that same mentality when we trying to prove somebody wrong, and prove yourself wrong and say that I can become better. You know what I'm saying? We can just talk to ourselves that way. Say, call yourself weak when you do snap. Not say, oh man, I had to do that because of that. No, I was weak, I did that, and I got to become better. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that is. But all of us can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a journey though, and it wasn't easy. And I'm human just like the rest of everybody else. It just all of us got it. We got it. We could do it. So.